on, Matthew. I was out for a walk this morning and I was just exploring this nice little park. It's a cute little park, you know, it's just a nice little community park here, but it reminds me of something that I just can't get out of my mind. And that is I'm in Scotland and it is magnificent to be here. But at the same time, I've been in these brick streets for the last couple of days and I just can't do it. I wanted to do a whole day, 2 days here in Glasgow, but I can't do it. We're off to the Argyle. I got to get out into nature. Guys, I have to get out into nature. I have to explore Scotland from outside the city. So let's go. This is going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go explore Scotland. As soon as you get out of the city, you start to experience what I call the real beauty of Scotland. Now, Glasgow is a beautiful city and I like it. It's this post-industrial city and I think it's a wonderful place to spend some time. Man, the outdoors, this part of Scotland just calls to me. Now, I'm not sure which town I'm in. It reminds me a little bit of St. Andrews or Oban, and I'm not in either one of those places. St. Andrews is on the other side of the country. But a little bit of fresh air, salt water in the air, beautiful sailboats out here. This is what's calling me. And I'm so glad. Look at this, sun shining, perfect day, absolutely perfect day. But we're still en route. I just stopped for a moment to observe the views and enjoy the views, and then we're going to head on to our location.
We're heading out of the city this morning. We tried, y'all, to stay, but we're not city people, so we had to leave. We just took Dramamine because we all are going to take a quick little ferry ride. So I'm excited for that.
I'm confused. I don't know how this ferry works. I don't know if you pay or we haven't paid anything. We just kind of jumped in line and I'm hoping I'm doing it the right way. I want to ask these guys real quick, how do you have to pay for this? Excuse me. Do I have to pay before we cross?
Pay on board, Vic.
Okay, thank you. So pay on board. All right. Yeah, this is one of those old school ferries. I used to take ferries like this when I was a kid. When I was a child, there was a river that didn't have a bridge, and we used to take a ferry back and forth across it. And I remember as a kid, I used to love to take that ferry. It wasn't a very wide river, so it didn't take very long. And it was a much smaller ferry than this. Now, we have crossed the Irish Channel, I think that's what you call it, but you cross from England over into Ireland. We've done that a couple times on those really fast ferries, a 3-hour ride. But this is only a 15-minute ferry ride, 15 to 20 minutes. I'm excited about it though. It's not every day you get to ride a ferry, especially not being me. If you lived up here, of course you could do it all the time. But we're taking one ferry today, at least one ferry. We'll see if we take another. This ferry is moving a lot faster than I thought it would move. It's really moving. I'm going to go up here, take a look from this little observation deck. So only 2 of the boys wanted to get out of the car and come out here and do this. All the other kids wanted to stay in the car. But why stay in the car when you can be out like this in the elements, right? A little bit of water spray, a little bit of rocking and rolling. We've had Dramamine, so we're not going to get seasick. Oh, wow. That was nice. That was a nice one.
It feels like waves.
Hold on, Matthew. Okay, little drenched in salt water here, but you know, I saw the adventure. So we got a little saltwater on us, a little drenched. But I bet you this, they won't forget it. I bet you the kids won't forget this. The two boys just out here, Braden and Matthew, I bet you they'll never forget the time we were on the ferry. He was standing up on the bow, no life jackets on, getting soaked in water, salt water, getting sprayed all over us. Bet you they don't forget that. If you're going to do a crossing by ferry, this is the only way you should do a crossing by ferry. Braving the elements. And while Braden and Matthew and I were up here enjoying the elements, back below me in the van is Blair, Blakely, Trey, Malachi, McKenzie. They took a much safer route, but a lot less invigorating. I was not expecting this. You know what? This is turning up right here. I like this. We're going to do this again because we have to come back. We have to cross back over to this ferry to get back over to the mainland there. Excuse me, sorry to bother you. Are you Scottish by chance?
No, we live here.
Okay, no, the reason I ask, is it Argyle, Argyle? I'm American, so we say Argyle, but I don't think that's right.
Argyle?
Argyle?
Argyle is fine, yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to be too far off. Thank you. So I'm gonna take off I love these shoes. I call these my faux Tims because these are Nikes, but they look like Tims. I'm not gonna wear these out. I'm looking around and we're at Benmore Botanic Garden. This is what we came over here for. I love gardens. You all should know that. If you know anything about me, I love gardening. I have a gardening channel, Dr. Mac Garden Style. And so I love gardening. And this is a magnificent forest. We're in the Argyle. I asked some Scots a moment ago and they said both kind of work. So I'm gonna go with what feels familiar, which is Argyle. But I'm looking at the trees. There's some magnificent redwoods here, American redwoods. I've already read about those, and I want to see these redwoods. But the other cedar-based trees that are here are massive, and I love beautiful old trees. I love forest. This should be a lot of fun. Maybe not for the kids, but it's definitely going to be fun for me. We're off the beaten path at a beautiful botanic garden. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. I'm just cleaning you up here. I'm just fixing your seat. Hold up. Hold up. Sit up. Sit up one more time. I'm almost done. Okay, now sit back. Sit back.
He's over 13 years old.
Over 13 years old. Let's try closer to, I would estimate about 75 to 150 years old. If you start at the innermost rings and then count out, but it is an effective way. But you're realizing that it takes a long time to count the rings to see how old the tree is. So there are two things I'm excited to see here. One is the Avenue of Redwoods, which was planted here in 1863. Let's see how big they've gotten over the years. And the next are the red squirrels, which we saw pictures and murals of red squirrels yesterday in the city, but they actually live here in the forest. So this ensures that no pathogens come from outside and into the forest. There's some things that could be harmful to the plants, and this gets them off the bottom of your shoes before you bring them in. And then you spray a little disinfectant on the bottom of your shoe, and you come on in. Okay, so which type of flower is that? Do you know? It's a hosta flower. They produce flowers typically in one of three colors: purple, white, and sometimes lilac or pink, pale pink. But what I want to talk to you real quickly about is not about the hostas, but this tall tree right through there. That is an American redwood. These were planted in 1863. They were brought over as seedlings, and you can see the size of them. However, in that 200 plus years that they've been planted here, these are still relatively young. They've been documented over 2,000 years old. The American redwood used to cover all of which state? California. Now they cover 3% of the state, but they're still very impressive, the forest of the trees that remain. So someday we hope to get you guys to Northern California so you can see it. Your mother and I have been there. The American redwoods are plentiful here in the United Kingdom. There are over 60,000 American redwoods and sequoias planted here, and they're all growing really nicely. They'll continue to grow for the next 1,000 plus years to 2,000 years. These conditions on the British Isles seem to be really favorable to the American redwood. At some point, though, they will be truly magnificently large. And to be honest with you, these trees, I do believe, were planted a little too close together. It doesn't look like it, but when you think about the fact that these trees are going to double and triple in size beyond where they are right now, I think they were planted a little too close together. Kai has escaped. Kenzie has escaped. Go ahead, Kenzie, climb the tree, baby.
Can I actually climb?
Why do the leaves?
What? So y'all, braid stretch wider than that?
Stretch wider, Trey. Gotta stretch as far as you can. Stretch wider, Trey.
Are y'all making it all the way around the tree?
Oh, Kenzie, you want to do it?
Oh, you can almost do it. If you put Kai and Kenzie, if they were tall enough,
Come here, Kai.
y'all could make it all the way around the tree.
Come on. Come here. Come hold Matthew's hand.
Okay, good. Now, Blakely, Kenzie, stretch on out a little bit, Blakely. You have Kenzie in there.
I see someone's head.
Here, Matthew.
Oh.
Please don't down.
Kenzie, hold Blakely's hand over here. Yeah. Hold Blakely's hand.
Okay, we almost have a connection.
But Kenzie, hold him now. Kenzie.
Okay, Kai has bailed. Okay, and bam, we have it. Y'all make it all the way around?
Is that it?
Everyone, good. All the way around. Hold on, keep holding, keep holding.
Ow,
Keep holding, keep holding. Keep holding, keep holding. Don't let go yet. Don't let go yet.
I don't see any shadow.
I see your shadow. Yeah, I see the shadow. But there's no point in having 3 degrees in biology if you don't take some time and pass along a little bit. Maybe I can create a ecologist, a botanist, or a biologist out of all of this. I might get one. I got 6 shots, right? 1 out of 6, not bad odds. But I'm definitely going to pass along as much of my knowledge as I possibly can. I've learned these things and I find it interesting. And I know that kids, they have a tendency to not care about it in the moment. But just like if you think about yourself, do you remember things that you learned from your parents or other adults in your life? And you think back on it and it kind of comes back to you? That's what I'm hoping for here. That I can provide something that will come back to them that they'll remember later on. Right now, maybe it doesn't mean that much to them. But in the future, hopefully they can ride with it. Come on. It's a gallery exhibit in here. This is Scottish Furniture Makers Association. So these are all wooden products made from the local woods, local forest, and crafted by local artisans. Like super sharp. It's really sharp.
Not too tough.
Yeah. Don't be careful. It will hurt you. Who else wants to go?
Like a bunch of trees fell down.
That is true. They had a major storm hit this area, and that's why a lot of the park is still closed right now, because a storm hit back in the spring, and it knocked down a lot of big trees. They had a bad storm come through. Braden caught on to the fact that there was a major storm that came through here and knocked down a lot of trees.
We saw a sign.
I didn't see a sign. Did you see? I didn't see a sign.
You should have said
You should have said it. So Braden gets credit for using his deductive skills and understanding
Reading and sharing the knowledge.
and sharing the knowledge. Because if you learn but don't share, it does you
What does it do you?
correct. So the path ended up being a little too steep to get the strollers up, and then, half the kids are tired. The babies are half asleep. I don't want to take them out of the strollers, push chairs. So we're just gonna walk on up, just a few of us. A few of us stay at the base, a few of us go on up. Blair, Matthew, and Braden making that climb look easy. All right, let's go. Yesterday was rainy, but I tell you what, we couldn't have picked a better day to spend outdoors in Scotland. Look at this weather. The sun is beaming, beautiful haze across the mountains and hills around us, beautiful trees, natural environment. This is what I was craving. This is where I want to be. Okay, so here's the next lesson. This is a lesson in the circle of life. What do you see?
A bunch of moss.
A bunch of moss growing on what?
Tree.
A dead tree. What else is growing on the tree?
Other plants.
Trees are growing on the dead tree. This is a circle of life. You see how these trees are growing, literally growing on a tree that's fallen over dead. Moss is growing. This tree that is dead is dying and decaying, and there's a whole forest just starting to grow. It's an entire micro ecosystem. It's an entire micro ecosystem growing on the top of the dead tree. I see different types of clover. I see moss. I see trees. I see rhododendrons, grass, all growing on the back of the dead tree. That is a perfect example of an ecological circle of life. I just saw something really cool. There's a dad and some boys, I guess his son's, under a tree, and have a couple stuffed animals under there with them. I was thinking, like, wow, that'd be a great place to read the Gruffalo to your kids. And if you never read the Gruffalo, even as an adult, you should read the Gruffalo. I'm going to highly endorse everyone read the Gruffalo. But if you're a kid, if you have kids, the Gruffalo is a wonderful story. And then just sit under some trees like that, tucked in all snug amongst the vines and the bushes, where things don't always appear quite as they are. That'd be a wonderful place to read the Gruffalo.
Today was a great day to come and walk around nature. I really like doing outdoor activities with the kids because it's just a bit easier when we have the whole gang with us and walking around. So they can walk on paths, and the pathways are wide enough for us, and they can explore and look at everything. Trey wanted to look at a beetle. Then he also found a slug or where a slug had been. And then we could also look at the ferns and other trees, and it's just a fun time for everybody. It kind of helps all the kids get to pick the things that they want to see. So I really like that.
No, that's my tree. That one there.
So I just picked up a paperweight, a glass paperweight. I saw a special once. This guy, he was making paperweights, and I think him and his son were doing them, and I was so fascinated by it. And I've been on the hunt for paperweights ever since. I only have 4, but if I ever see one that looks really beautiful, like the one that I just bought here, which is a begonia, then I have to pick it up. It was a little pricey, but the fact that it takes so much skill to make it. I love artisan things, so it takes a lot of skill to make this, and these paperweights to me are the perfect example of artisan creativity. So we're about to make the return trip back across the ferry. I want to do more over here, but we're just running out of time. There's only so much they can do in one day. The day is starting to get a little late towards the evening. But I tell you what, I'm going to stay in the car this time. The water's a lot choppier than it was before, and I'm definitely not getting out this time. Scotland, I'm calling you out. I just saw another image of a red squirrel, and every time I see a picture of the red squirrel, it's the same squirrel in the same pose. So I need some proof, some real life proof that these red squirrels really exist and they're not just Scottish fairies. You maybe can't see it, but this is Montfort's Gate. And I think that Montfort is a word that should come back into rotation. Montfort is a good name. It's solid, it's descriptive, it's unique. If you named your kid Montfort, he would be he would be the only Montfort in his class. There would be no other Montforts in his school. Montfort should come back. Someone should take on the challenge and bring back Montfort. After spending a big chunk of the day out in the wilderness, I'm glad to make it back into the city to see a bit of the city before sundown here on a Sunday afternoon. I can hear kids playing in the background. It's a beautiful environment. It's very peaceful and quiet. I'm back in the park, so I'm still nature bound today. I do question the Google-inspired Glasgow here. Is it just me, or does this feel like Google art? I like it. 2014, it's beautiful, but maybe, I don't know, maybe Google came along and saw it and it totally stole the idea. So there's a triumphal arch, there is an obelisk. It's given the DC National Mall. That's what it feels like here. We have something very similar to this in DC. Of course, it's a bit longer there, but the overall theme, the vibe is the same. I think the French probably started this overall design in the first place because DC is designed after the French. This, of course, is very Scottish. This obelisk is pretty large as well. Not as large as the one in the US, but I've also seen one down in London. That one was very interesting. I didn't know that was there. There's a lot of culture here. There's just so much you can continue to dig into. We're reading up on the Viscount Nelson about this, and there's just so much history around every corner, and that's something that you get in Europe. You don't get everywhere in the US. You don't have that deep history in all places. We found some of it down along the Gulf Coast. Well, not the Gulf Coast. We found some of it down along the Low Country. That's where Blair's from, the Low Country. We found some in the Low Country, but it's not everywhere that you get this deep, rich history. I originally came to this park because I wanted to see the Magdalene Ark, and this is something that it's funny to me because over this history of this ark, it's been picked up and moved around the city multiple times. It's been in one location and then in another, and I think it's been stable where it is for a while. I don't think it's gonna move again, but the fact that as you read the history of it, it was over here, then it was over there, then they moved it, and the fact that it doesn't look like it was ever moved, it looks like it's been here all along. Great architecture, but also pretty interesting. I love that kind of quirky history. We're walking back, and Blair saw this shop. Okay, let's tell the truth. I saw the shop, Choco Cartel. Blair says she doesn't like the name because it's giving hints and vibes to like South American cartels. But I'm like, it looks cool. Choco Cartel. It's like chocolate, fudge. I think we're gonna cross the street and see if it is what we think it is. It's still open.
Yeah.
Choco Cartel. Nice corner spot. Maybe it's ice cream, maybe it's chocolate, maybe it's fudge. I don't know. Let's find out. Milkshake, Cocoa Puffs, coffees, waffles, crepes.
Yeah.
And we always looking for like cool, different experiences, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. We're like a dessert shop / cafe.
Yeah, I saw that when I came in. I was like, okay, the waffles, dessert, and cafe, coffee. It's nice.
Really nice. We do really nice gourmet hot chocolates.
Okay.
So we use like high quality Belgian chocolate, melt it down with milk.
Yeah.
Nice factory milk, so you get that lovely taste.
So I just got some sorbet because I've had so much coffee today. I knew that I couldn't add any more coffee to my system. I literally just was in Black Sheep. But I went to check this place out, kind of a coffee shop, kind of an ice cream shop. It's a nice little blend. I like it. Now, isn't that just like a wife? Didn't want to go into the shop, but she's eating all my sorbet.
All of it too.
I love that this bridge is painted in the Scottish national colors. It even has the matching, almost the color with the crossbars. I think it's really a wonderful design. It shows the Scottish heritage here in this city is really strong. This has been a wonderful experience here in this city. I tell you what, today I got overwhelmed by my desire to be out in nature. So we left this city and we went out and we had a great time. I think that was really good for myself, for the family, the kids. We had some great experiences out in nature. But I do miss the fact that I didn't get a chance to hit every site that I wanted to see in the city. We may do a bit more tomorrow morning because we have a bit more time in the city before we head back south. So we'll see how it works out. But right now, I'm happy with what we've accomplished. I'm happy with what we've seen. I've enjoyed being here in Scotland. I've enjoyed the culture. I've enjoyed the heritage. I've enjoyed seeing everything and talking to the people that I've talked to. I don't record all those conversations, but I do enjoy having those conversations. It's a Sunday afternoon, it's a Sunday evening, it's beautiful out here, but it's starting to rain. We're going to end it right here and pick it up again tomorrow morning. Hey, if you like this content, be sure to like, subscribe, follow along. You know what? I'll see you tomorrow.